Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I decided that I will make tier list for Total War because I saw countless videos on these tier lists, thing and videos, and none of the video I saw didn't corresponded or represented my thoughts. Yeah, it is individual. Please don't judge me or that I said that none of the others represented my thoughts. It is my personal opinion, and I just wanted to share my personal opinion with some information. I know there is countless lot of videos about this topic, but yeah, I wanted to present myself, okay? Because I dedicated my channel to the Total War and yeah, other strategy games, but I will came to other games later. I want to have this period of Total War at this time. So first of all, Medieval 2 Total War. This game, for me, it belongs right in the S tier. I really love this game. I played countless hours of this game. Really, just I played this as kid, as an adult, and now I played this like 3 weeks ago. Then I switched to Shogun because I wanted to just try something, and I stick with Shogun for now, but don't worry, Medieval, I will come back for you. Medieval 2, what I will say about this game from my personal perspective is I remember times when I played the classic Rome Total War. Yeah, the ultimate classic nostalgia. Oh, I will come to you. And this game was great right away. I liked it. The AI was better. The AI didn't just stuck somewhere. Well, I really hate thing when you are deploying your armies before a fight, before a battle, and you are defending a city and you just can't, you just can't spread, and you just can't deploy your troops as you want because there is some collision paths during the deployment phase, and I just really hate it, and I just sometimes had to pack units somewhere, and right away then I start the game I will have to deploy it somewhere where I wanted them, and the game didn't let me during the deployment phase. But that's overall. I really hate it about this game. The mods for this game, I think this is one of the most modded game ever from Total War, but those informations could be outdated at this time because I was reading that a few years ago, and since then there we have some new games come out, and for overall Medieval Total War has a place in my heart, and I just love this game, and I recommend this game for anyone who want to play Total War. Next one is Napoleon. Napoleon for me is going right away to the 8th tier. Napoleon Total War. I remember times when I was I was expecting. Well, no, Empire Total War was already out, so it was like I wanted to play Empire Total War, but yeah, the PC belonged to my brother, and he was like, no. And I was like, oh my god, I want so bad. I want this game so bad. And then 2 weeks later, because I didn't track the games the Total War or the Saga was releasing under Total War in Total War franchise, and 2 weeks later, since I discovered Empire, Napoleon came out. I was like amazed. I saw that, and I definitely went to the sites that I should not name, and bought/downloaded it from that sites, and I played, and my brother loved this game as well. This game is great. It is in a smaller scale than Empire Total War, and it is much polished, and there is not so many bugs. Well, I think I encountered some bugs during my childhood when I was playing this game. Since I didn't played this game right away it was released. It took, I think, 1 or 2 another weeks. I played this game, and there was some bugs, but yeah, you heard from where I bought / downloaded it. So yeah, I'm not a good person to judge how it handled the release state, but overall this game is great. Today I recommend this game for you, and for me it was the ultimate game because I could finally have naval battles. That was the game changer for me, and that's why I wanted Empire Total War, because of those naval battles. But Napoleon took it into a different level with, it was just better than Empire. A whole another world. Okay, next one is Attila Total War. I will put it right in the A tier, and there is just thing I want to say. Attila Total War is great. I really like it much more than Rome 2. Yeah, this is the same thing. When not the standalone, but the game came out like Empire Total War, and Napoleon was meant like a DLC, something like this, but end up as a whole standalone game. And the same happened with Rome 2 and Attila, but I just like Attila much more. I didn't play as much Attila Total War. I played more mods for Attila Total War than vanilla Attila Total War, but overall I like the game. I would recommend it. Yeah, I would recommend it. The next one is Empire. I will put in the C tier for me. I think 3 or 4 years after the release, I could finally play the game. I was like, well, I didn't play this game. I wanted it so bad. Now is the time. I got the game, and I was like, well, Napoleon was better. So for me, Empire Total, if you have like colonial imperialistic scenario in your head and you want to conquer whole world, go for it. Go for the game. The game now is better than it was back sometimes in the past, but overall still Napoleon Total War is much better than Empire Total War. Well, yes, you have more space to expand, but the thing when you have, well, I will say it like this: Napoleon Total War was better because it was focused on a smaller scale, and Empire was like, it wasn't representing whole world, but it was representing Europe and colonies around the world and like that. And I think when they focus on a larger scale and want to release the game, I think at a rush, then the game is not great. It has a lot of bugs, as I heard and read and saw videos from initial release. They fixed them, but still Empire Total War only if you want a certain scenario in your head. Medieval Total War, well, Medieval Total War I never played. The first Total War games like Shogun and Medieval Total War, these two I have never played. I should change that, play these games, and then we redo this tier list. But for now I never played it. I saw videos with this, and yeah, that's just unpolished Rome Total. Well, no, I will not talk about this one because my personal thoughts about this are just limited to seeing videos. So for me, this one I will put in the never played, and sometimes in the future I will totally play this game so I can redo this tier list again. Rome Total War, the first and the nostalgic Total War I played. This is the first one I played. I really love this game. From my personal perspective, it belongs in S tier, but from the more objective things, well, I will put in the beat here, but I don't want to be so bad at this game, so I will put it in the 8 here, but I will put it below these two games. Rome Total War is a great game. I really love it, and because I played as a child, it has a special place in my heart. So that's why it it will just break my heart if I will put it in the B tier, but objectively it would belong in B tier, but for me it is in A tier, in like A minus tier. Imagine like something that there is A minus tier. So Rome Total War is there. The AI was terrible. Yeah, sometimes you just could, yeah, you could bug enemy forces in front of your towers and walls, and you just could sit like 10 minutes and just look at enemy forces to be melted by your towers. Yeah, that was great. And yeah, and the towers in siege battles were essentials. So yeah, if you could manage to bug the enemy AI in front of your walls, then you won the battle even when you had 300 soldiers and the enemy had 5,000. The game is great. The graphic for this modern day is outdated a lot. Yeah, a lot. The world map is outdated a lot as well. But since this was my first Total War game, I like the style. To be honest, I like the style and I like to come back. To be honest, I don't have Rome Total War remastered here. What a shame. But I really enjoyed Rome Total War much better than the remastered one because of the UI. I just like the simplistic UI the Rome Total War gives you. Alright, Shogun Total War never played. I saw videos about it, but I will the same story with Medieval. I will not talk about it because I've never played it. I just saw videos and those are not relevant informations. Okay, so Rome 2 Total War, I was so a huge fan of Total War Saga when Rome Total War 2 was expecting to come. I wanted this game, but I couldn't, and I was sad because of it. And the first glance of me touching Rome Total War 2 was like 2 years after the release. So yeah, I didn't. Well, yes, let's put it in the beat here for me. Rome 2 Total War is a great game. For me personally, is a great game at this time, but during the release period it was mess. To be honest, it was mess. What I saw, and even 2 years after the release, when I finally get my hands on the game, it still was a mess. And the shift from UI and things, because before Rome 2 was Napoleon, I had to adjust to Napoleon UI from Rome and Medieval Total War, but it wasn't so bad. It was similar to these two games, but a little polished and changed a little bit. But Rome 2 was a whole new different thing. I started the game, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it before how the game looks and like this, but it is different when you see it on the video and when you play it. I jumped into the game as a ROM and I was like, well, this looks strange. It really looked strange and it's still looking strange for me now at this moment. The one thing I hate about Rome 2 Total War and some other games that came after Rome 2 is that you have to bind your armies to a general. You know, you can't have more armies than you have generals. I just don't like this idea. Really, I just don't. And yeah, I get used to it, but I just don't like this idea. And Overall, I like the graphics. The naval battles are, yeah, a little bit clunky, a little bit different than with cannon ships, but overall B tier, for me is B tier for Rome 2 a great spot, and there will be videos of 1v1 units from Rome 2 Total War soon. The next one is Total War Warhammer. I will put it in the A tier, but before Rome Total War. And yeah, this is the first non-historical Total War, and I was like, well, I don't know much about Warhammer, about the universe, about anything about Warhammer and this. I saw videos before they released it, and yeah, I was like, yeah, I kinda like it, but I don't know, and stuff like this. But then I was like, yeah, let's try it out, and I tried Warhammer, the first one, and I was like, yeah, I kinda like this game. I really like this game. It was great. There was flying units. I was like, whoa, flying units. But the thing is that there is no naval battles. Yeah. Well, yeah, there were like, well, I can't remember now, but I think that Warhammer doesn't have naval battles. Even the navy, I think. The first one I'm not sure about, but the next ones didn't have, because there was like one island, not like island, like one continent just put together, and that's it. And well, I'm thinking a lot about it, but I just can't remember any naval battles in Warhammer. This is one thing I'm not sure about it, but I think there are no naval battles, no navy. But overall, I like Warhammer. It is great from my perspective, and I would recommend it to play. There is a lot of units, a lot of different units. You can make a lot of different scenarios and stuff like that. And I like Warhammer Total War 1. Okay, Shogun Total War. I will put it in the B tier, the vanilla one, the not normal, but the base game, Shogun 2 Total War. What I don't like about Shogun 2 Total War is that all units are the same. From each clan the units are the same, from some exceptions like I don't know which clan was it, but like Nodachi unit, there was like a standalone base Nodachi unit, and then there was like Date or Oda Nodachi unit, and they were like slightly better, but they were just the same, just slightly better. The naval battles are interesting. I like naval battles in Shogun, but I will talk about naval battles in a while, in a second. And the siege battles are great. I like the siege battles, but they are different, and you have to handle them different. And from my perspective, it is really defender-sided. Really, these settlements in Shogun Total War are really defender-sided. I just can defend this settlement with few units against a large army. I just can. If the enemy army, if the opposing army don't have a lot of siege equipment like cannons or those throwing catapults, the men throwing catapults, or how should I call them? I don't remember the name, but they are just heavy defender-sided. But I like Shogun 2 Total War, and I would recommend it. But what I would recommend much more is Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai, and I will put it in the A tier, maybe in the slight S tier up here. but it is definitely the best one from the A tier here, because Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai is a whole different thing. Yeah, there are again soldiers, the units are the same, but there is a thing you have to choose. You are going to fight for the Shogun or fight for the Emperor, and you just bam clash. These two factions, yeah, these two opposing sides will clash together with two of them, with each of them with different like unit, not trade, but unit. Yeah, never mind. I will come to that. That word just blew out of my mind. I just like Shogun 2 Total War. The naval battles are great from my perspective. Those guns and things, when you have Gatling guns, you just put like 4 of them, and when there is like a Shogun army approaching you where half of them are the melee, that's just beautiful how they just fall down. And yeah, if you want, you can watch my walkthrough, the campaign walkthrough I'm doing. I will make one after this video, so don't forget to watch them. And I just like Shogun 2 Total War, Fall of the Samurai. This one is just great, and I play it a lot right now, so I recommend this one to it. But I think you can play this game without Shogun 2, the base one. I think. Yeah, you can, because I had this one, but I didn't have this one. Okay, so the next one is Free Kingdom. My objective, no, my subjective preferential of Free Kingdoms is this. But if there is something between B and C, I will put it there. But I will put it here in the beat here, in the totally low end of beat here. Okay, so if I could, I would put it as something there, but it is here. The game, I find it interesting, a little bit different. Yeah, a little bit different from what I was playing before. But what I really hated about this game is the world map, the campaign map. It was just a total mess. Sometimes I even couldn't find the settlement, the city. I just couldn't find, because it was so blend inside the environment that it was so hard to spot. And yeah, the Free Kingdoms, I personally would not recommend it. My friend loved this game and he was like, let's play some game. And I was like, yeah, what do you want? Let's play something from Total War game. Yeah, and what do you want? Free Kingdoms. And I went, oh my god, okay, we can give it a try. After an hour we quit that. So yeah, this is my personal opinion about the Free Kingdoms. And I would put it in the C tier, but from the little bit of objective perspective, it is in the low end of B tier. From the Britannia, C tier. I'm sorry, I did not enjoy this game. Yeah, there were some things I really liked, but yeah, it is just same as other games, and just I don't know what to say about this game. I did not enjoy them. The graphics are nice, the units are nice, but I did not enjoy the game. I'm sorry, I just did not enjoy the game. Total War Troy. For your, I think, surprise, I enjoyed this game personally. And I enjoyed it more than Rome Total War. I'm sorry, but I enjoyed it. It is not a game even in the slightest bottom of the A tier, but it is solid good B tier for me. I really enjoyed the game. Yeah, there is like this mythical... Hey, shut up. My cats are beating the hell out. My cat is beating the hell out of the another cat. Please, wait a little bit. Where I was? Troy Total War. Yeah, there was a quite interesting combination of mystical, like, gods and the normal humans connection. I like that to the certain level with these mystical creatures like Minotaur and something like that, and I really liked this game. I didn't play a lot of this game because it was in the Epic Store, and yeah, majority of my games are on Steam, not in Epic Store. But yeah, I like this game. I really enjoy this game, and you can expect something, some videos from Troy Total War. But overall, I would recommend it, but it is a subjective thing. It is really subjective thing, and from the objective, I think the average person of these games can find out the B tier games interesting. Well, maybe not this one, but yeah, maybe yeah. These games are totally recommendation. These games are, well, if you like these games, you can try these games, and these games is like are like, well, you can try them, but I don't think you will like them. Okay, Total War Warhammer 2, I will put it in the C tier because it is just same as Total War 1 or Total War Warhammer 1, but I think this just it was just, I don't know, I don't like it. And the thing I don't like about this franchise is when I wanted to play Total War, well, no, when I wanted to play Total War 2, Total War Warhammer 2, I had to have Total War Warhammer 1 on Steam. Well, it just required from required from me Total War 1. Well, not a lot. Well, I'm missing few games like Total War 3. I will put Total War Warhammer 3. Well, I'm missing some points. Well, Total War 3, Total War Warhammer 3. I will put it in the B tier. And what do we have next? I think that's the last game. Well, Total War Rome Remastered. I will put it in the B tier as well. So 2 more games in the B tier, but I don't have them here. So this is my list. This is my list. My opinion, my more subjective than objective point of the games here. So maybe I will make a Total War tier list from the objective point of view. But overall, Medieval Total War 2 totally deserved S tier for me. Totally. A tier is, oh, that's beautiful. This I'm very, very proud of these S and A tier games I choose. The B tier, well, it depends on my mood. These 3, it depends on my mood. This one not, and this one they stay where they are, and this one I just can't. I just can't tier them because I never play them. I saw videos but never play them. I will try to fix that. Okay, so this is my tier list. Sorry for my voice. I have some health issues. That's why I didn't upload it few videos in that I didn't upload it videos few days back, and and something like that. And I have full nose, and I have to end this video because I can't speak normally at this time. And you can well, if you want, you can expect new videos. There will be new videos, and soon I will have some. I just want to create a project, but I will talk about it later when there will be a certain community behind in this channel. Then I will involve even you, my viewers, to this Total War and other strategy game and other games. So if you want to be part of that, go and subscribe to this channel and just watch videos. And then I think in a few weeks I will reveal what I want to do. And well, that's all. So thank you and see you in another video. Bye bye.